Hello, this is Dr. Jeff, and we got this new book, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up at this time. Spoiler alert, I kind of do know what is inside this, transparent plastic bag, but I want to tell you the story behind it. I'm going ahead and opening it right now at this time, and yeah, the title is Asian American Histories of the United States. Kind of has a very nice thick front texture. There's about there are a little over 200 pages in this book, and so you can kind of see the thickness of it. And once again, I haven't read this book, but let me tell you a little bit about what I do know. The author is Dr. Catherine Ceniza Choy, faculty at University of California, Berkeley. We had a chance to meet each other in Los Angeles. You never know who you're going to talk to. And she mentioned that she teaches this course and told me about this book, Asian American Histories of the United States. And then when I said, oh, tell me more about your book, she just had some interesting insights, like beginning with more recent events and then pushing all the way backwards. So more recent events could be post-2020. We saw that surge in anti-Asian racism, and how a lot of people kind of see that as something more recent. But I think this book really helps to kind of trace it all the way back to the very beginning of the United States as well. So I think, I haven't read this book, but my understanding is she'll go back and look at cases like Vincent Chin, the creation of ethnic studies. I think there's going to be a focus on Filipino Americans. She's also going to show the intersection and connection between many of the other Asian American groups. As we remember, Asian Americans are not a monolith. They're not the same kind of people. They're not exactly the same. It's like different languages, different people, different histories, different geographies, so many differences, right, in the Asian American community. I'm sure she's going to probably discuss also some of the exclusion laws, the laws that came into place that made it more difficult for Asian Americans. I think it's going to take us all the way to the very beginning point. I think the end of this book actually ends with the picture at Promontory Point when the railroad is completed. At that very point. So when you look at that picture, you're going to see a picture of two steam engines kind of coming together, the hard work of the railroad from the east and also to the west coming together to one point. So many Chinese Americans were invited to the United States to work hard on this very difficult work because no one wanted to do that very dangerous job, but somehow they completed that task. And yet at the finish line, where the two trains are coming together and that final spike is being put in, there's not even one Asian American in that picture. And so that's the end of the book. Wow. So the end of the book will be that, and the first is kind of what's been happening recently. So this is now over 150 years of Asian American history that we'll be looking at in this book. Once again, I have not reviewed this book. I have not read this book, but you can see that's just a very interesting perspective. And I got that from our conversation that evening. So I've been looking at a lot of different Asian American books for our Asian American Studies and Korean American Studies classes. There's some good ones that I have, but I'm always looking for, hey, is there anything more clear that would be really especially good for high school students? So this will be a good one to look at and just kind of ponder and think. And so thank you very much, Dr. Catherine Ceniza Choy, for just sending me this and thinking of me. I really appreciate it.